Service roll. All happy? Yep. Just your Great. Daniel, Redfern PCYC is a long way from Madison Square Garden. Is it overwhelming to become such an iconic venue?
I guess you can't let it get that way, to be honest. You know, it's just going to be another boxing ring when I get there. So, you know, and I've got nothing to do. You know, I'm fighting one of the best fighters in the world, and you know, I've got to go out there and beat him. You know, whether I'm fighting in somebody's backyard or the mecca of boxing, you know, I've got to treat it exactly the same.
A lot of support here today, mate. Getting victorious and the last captain here too. What do you say?
Yeah, I was pretty excited. You know, yeah, getting the trophy back, and you know, it was good that he came down and you know, got the support. I was stoked that the boys from New South Wales won the trophy back, and yeah, it was a good feeling for them guys.
29-0, that's what you're up against. Is that impressive, or it doesn't mean a lot to you?
I mean, you got to look at it, but you can't look too deep into it as well. I mean, the guy's got a good record. He's a known puncher. Knocks, you know, almost everybody out that's been in front of him, but he hasn't fought me yet. So, you know, I'm confident. I'm going over there very confident. You know, a lot of guys have talked confident when they've gone over to fight him, and when they step into the ring and the bell goes, things change. But you know, I'm very confident in myself. You know, I have a few set game plans that I'll be using, and you know, I'm just going to back myself. You know, I've got nothing to lose. He's got everything to lose. I've got nothing.
Does it come down to everyone talks about his power, but does it come down more to your boxing skills, your ability, your speed, those kind of things?
Definitely. I mean, you know, someone once told me about it doesn't matter how powerful or how big a puncher you can be. If the guy's not standing in front of you, letting you hit him, then that power doesn't mean a great deal. So I'm going to be doing that. He knows it's not going to be as easy to hit me, and I'm going to make sure that when he does miss, there's going to be something there.
Does the heartache of losing those titles, is that what's driving you right now?
Yeah, I mean that definitely adds to the motivation. You know, it was very frustrating and disappointing the way that everything went down with that title loss, but you know, I've become more motivated from that. I'm feeling probably better from that, more hungry. I've got something back, that little edge back that I might have been just starting to lose, and you know, it's back now, and I can't wait to get that.
Talk about confidence. What about respect too? Is it a two-way street between you two guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's a fair bit of respect there. He knows, you know, they had a little bit of success in the amateurs, and you know, I've had success in the professionals as well. So, you know, he does show a bit of respect. He's not, I guess, the typical loudmouth sort of guy. His English isn't that great, so he can't really step up to that yet. But yeah, I think we both show a fair bit of respect. I mean, that's what I do. He's shown that respect to me. So, it's probably. Puts boxing probably in a good light, especially when we both get in there, and you know, I believe it's going to be a great fight.
Do you ever dream of fighting at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, as a kid, I definitely dreamt of fighting at a place like Madison Square Garden. You know, a place that is steeped in so much history, so many great fighters have fought there before. I think as a probably year 5 kid, wrote a little story about fighting at Madison Square Garden. I think it was against Mike Tyson as well. So I actually won that fight too.
You've been to the States recently. You've got a preparation coming up. What do you like about preparing up here?
You know, I think the biggest thing is just getting over the jet lag, getting over the flights, and giving myself enough time. You know, we're taking Jake Carr, which is a professional fighter now, so a middleweight guy, and you know, he's going to push me for the last few sparring sessions. You know, I guess it's good to get over and get a feel of how much attention the fight is getting over there as well. You know, I'm going to be fully focused on myself and what I need to do, but you know, it'd be good to get a bit of an insight into everything over there.
The boy from the Apple Isle, won't get lost in the Big Apple?
No, I'm pretty at home, and you know, when there's apples around. I love my apples.
Daniel, he knocks out most of his opponents. Are you planning on using his power against him?
I think you have to with a guy, that does have such power, but to be honest, you can't discount the guy that does have great footwork and great skills as well. I mean, to be able to knock guys out is one thing, but you got to be able to get yourself in that position first. So you can't overlook that in any way. He does have good skills. He does make it hard for people to hit him as well. So you can't just have one plan. You got to have many plans going into a fight against a guy like this that does have a broad range of skills. And I think, to be honest, because he hasn't been, hard all around fights before, I've got that edge, I've got that advantage, and I will be making the most of it.
You've got some experience too in going overseas fighting for world titles. How will that help you in this attempt?
I mean, that's going to help me greatly. I've been able to do it before in other tough places, and I'm excited by it. My first fight in the US didn't go as planned, so I'm definitely going to make sure that this one does.
Taking this flag over, you know, a bit of piece of home. How much is that hometown support? You're not going to have too much of it. We're going to take over there with you to remind you of home.
Yeah, I mean, all the support that I get from everybody, especially some of the young kids, some of the boxers that I look after, it means a lot to me. I hold that very close to me, and I guess they'll be there with me when I'm fighting as well.
I think beating Sturm in Germany was a good thing, but would this be the defining fight of your career, you feel?
Definitely. I mean, Sturm was definitely rated up there, but this guy, I think if you ask anybody, he's the number one middleweight in the world. So that's the position that I want. That's the position that I've been saying that I've wanted for so many years, and I've got my opportunity now. I've made the most of it.
Yeah, just a question here. Considering his demolition of Curtis Stevens, Matthew Macklin, and Gabriel Rosado, will you plan to stand in front of him, or will you try to outmaneuver him? Because a lot of people have tried a lot of various techniques, and as you mentioned, his footwork is quite good, and he's quite good at cutting off the ring. So how do you think is the best way to approach him, considering his versatility?
I mean, you have to be versatile as well. I mean, that's going to be the trick. You can't just go in there with one plan because it's going to be very tough. I'm going to have many plans, in which I do. I've got plenty of game plans out there, and we'll try things, mix things up. It's about sort of frustrating, making it hard for him to land those big punches, and as soon as fatigue starts to set in a little bit, I've been there before, and that's where I'll take over.
Daniel, how big is this for Aussie boxing, given Sam Solomon's got one of the belts in the division, you're going for two of them? If you can do this, what does that mean for Aussie boxing?
It's great for Aussie boxing. It's such an exciting time. I guess over the last year or so, the emergence of the has come about, and I'm glad to be amongst it, and I want to win more titles. I've been saying for years that I've got more titles out there that I'm going to win. It's great that Sam's been able to achieve the IBF title, and Jared Fletcher's fighting for the WBA regular. So it is very exciting, especially if we go and win these titles. We come back to Australia, and we have world title fights in Australia as well.
Last month on HBO, Miguel Cotto managed to stop Sergio Martinez, who was a potential opponent for you in the past. Will you be looking to challenge Miguel Cotto for his version of the middleweight championship if you succeed against Gennady Golovkin?
Yeah, I mean, the WBC title is such a big title, and to be honest though, I'm not looking past Golovkin. I look one fight at a time. If you talk to my management, they'll tell you the stories behind the scene. I focus on one fighter at a time, but I'd love to, at any stage, be able to fight for the WBC. Yes, now Cotto's got it. That'd be a great fight, I think. Especially, get through Golovkin, and a unification would be massive.
What round does Daniel Geale win this in?
Whatever round it takes. As long as the referee holds my hand up at the end, it doesn't matter what round. Thanks, mate. Good luck.
Just